Look where they call it back. Anyway, this don't make Atros them more. And now, I can talk with me full chest. Say now then water no more gets this kind high standard for we.
Me I no say, once na Sierra water I dey drink and they give me family, me at it cold because I no say na the best water na the country. For more information, call 077 600 000. Pan quality, we na the best.
It's the water we good for you. It clean and real for you. Sarah water, it is so good.
It's Christmas time, the joy is here. AfriSoul connects us every year. Warm December in the air, love and laughter everywhere. Call your family, hear them smile. AfriSoul makes the moment worthwhile. Sharing stories, spreading cheer, keeping hearts together, close and far this year.
No, this one is a special dedication to all the people of the station. Real. All the lovers of radio democracy. All the lovers of radio land. The voice of the masses. Hear this. Come on. Home down selector. Home down selector. 98.1. The voice of the people. Radio democracy. Radio democracy. Radio democracy. For news, views, and entertainment. Radio democracy. Radio democracy. Radio democracy. For news, views, and entertainment. The true voice.
Alright, the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Shortly in time from now, bring come to you with News and Current Affairs program. Good morning, Salon. Stay tuned.
And Mina Kaifa to contact good morning. Inside the program this morning, according to the President Julius Maada Bio say, inside 2026, a government will be transparent and accountable on how they use public couple. The program manager for the expanded program on immunization at the Ministry of Health, Dr. Desmond Mada Kangbai say, inside 2026, they begin give the hepatitis vaccine to newborn baby them for help tap the hepatitis sick na the country. And today inside the program, Radio Democracy will talk to the Executive Director for Citizen Forum for Democratic Accountability, Marcus Bangura. We will talk on key area them where citizens and they expect from political leader and government institution them for this new year.
Well, this that's the inside the program. Remember, say you will listen to live on www.democracy.sn and now your government and good response to Radio Democracy for bringing the Good Morning Salon program come to you powered by AfriSoul. You should also listen to it from across the country to a partner radio station there on Radio Shalom 89.5 at Koinaruga for about district, Radio Malay, Malay 88.5, Radio 101.3 in Abuja district, Radio College 90.0 in Akambia, Radio 105.5 in
from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Remember say they listen to me live on www.radiodemocracy.sl. Remember say na Leo Rock Metal Group they sponsor Radio Democracy for bringing the Good Morning Salon program come to you and powered by AfriSoul Salon. And Seth, you listen to we live from Radio Shalom 89.5 na Koinadugu District and Falaba, Radio Malen 88.5, Radio Wanje 11.3 na Pujeun District, Radio Kolente 90.0 na Cambia, Radio Mwa 105.5 na Kailaun, Vopa Radio na Watalo, Voice of Sando Radio 95.7 na Kono District, Voice of Kaine na Kamakwe 98.0, Voice of Masoro Pucheon District, Advocacy Radio Putsdoko District, Radio Katbami on 106.7 at Sonko Limba, and Arts FM on 95.9 at Mayamba District. The program na Good Morning Salon, and they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Inside the program, we'll look at the first issue. The Commissioner General of the National Revenue Authority, Jenny Babangura, say inside this year, the authority go pay more attention on water key for CC, they able for collect more copper for government. Jenny Babangura talked since one interview to Radio Democracy when they talk about NRA and plan for this new year. Jenny Babangura explained more inside this interview to Theodore Arena.
Make every citizen commit in 2026 for paying taxes. That is civic responsibility. I talk during the civic festival that the responsibility every Sierra Leonean where they of an age for pay taxes. We they admire other countries them and we want for go stay in other countries them. But in countries them what they admire now the money where the citizens that they put and then coffers them as taxes. Now then they take for make the country better. And for that way they admire them. So me, I really want for appeal and I want for challenge every citizen. Make them pay their own lily and nothing tax. You know, revenue don't grow. And family not go see, but we when they look at the data, we know say from 2017, revenue don't grow 5 times. I mean, we they come from a time we say na 3 billion we will be bringing as revenue in 2017. But now we talk about 17.8, 17.9. It don't grow boku. But yes, they grow enough for match the expenses. So for make that they happen, you get for take we all. You businessman, make sure say you pay your fair share. You where they cut PAYE by your employees them, we not to you money, not for pay to we. You where they take GST, we not to you money because you not agent where they collect for the government. And for pass that money they go. The revenue expenditures don't grow. The revenue don't grow also. Or they grow as fast as the expenditures. The other challenge where I get and where I will work for focus on for 2026 a little bit more at the water key. No? I mean, not to NRA no more or customs no more than a water key. We get so many other players then within a water key. And water key now one area where if we not collaborate and coordinate things better, it affect the importers then because it costs them more money. Because the longer it takes for make them clear them goods, the more money they pay. It affects the government, NRA, because NRA are the only institution within our Wataki we get the mandate for collect money for government. All the other one them, now business people them, now for their own pockets that they work for. Now we no more they don't under. They work for put money now the government in pocket, and now we get the mandate. But the challenges there are many. The agents them very challenging. Now we they regulate them, but it's not like say in the past, me go take responsibility. I don't left handle. Because if now you they regulate person and you see they do bad, then now you know they do your job fine. So now for that, we get the renewal process where they come. I just want for make importers then know, say something they go they complain, but to me because I cut the number down. I go just make sure say the one them we deserve for Dede, now they no more supposed for Dede. And even with them we get for Dede, we get for the monitor them. We get systems them in place for monitor the agents them. Only that's when they do them. Start they know they do them. When they wait, when the situation becomes dire, then we begin to run to CG. CG, do you beg pardon? Do you forget? No. So 2026, it get to be different between me and the agents them, and then the shipping, because the shipping lines them, we don't do something for the Finance Act 2026. We don't extend, we don't give them more time as to how long it will take for make them give the manifest for the importers for make them begin to do their work. This year, we're going to enforce it. So the challenges are many, there's a lack of coordination, there's a lack of cooperation between the agencies them where they work with. But we get some of them where they work very well with we, and I want to tell them thank you. But we get the other one them where feel say not to NRA in job for do this, not to NRA in job for do that. They don't make them so difficult for we. But for me, I just want to make them know say 2026 is going to be a different year.
Here, Madam Geneva, now we will talk about plans for 2026. What are some of the plans that we don't put in place for 2026?
Well, for 2026 is going to be the best year for many reasons. We have a new Finance Act where they come up, and which minister they call the People's Finance Act. We put things in place for protect. Then one then we not be able to afford certain things then. And then we also put things in place for protect the business people then. So we start with the Finance Act, and we will begin by engaging. We don't begin engage, but we not begin do them officially yet. As CFS, when the CFS they go online, we don't begin to talk, educate. Yeah. We own NRA, we don't go start in January, and we always start with the business communities, them, the different sectors, them. So we go make sure, say, we implement and work with the business people, them, for implement the Finance Act without causing too much disruption and costing too much money for them. For make sure, say, we continue for support, train the staff, them, improve on with systems, them, continue with relationship with the international partners, them, we will get. But 2026 is going to be a better year. Or the non-tax mining companies, then what would they deal with? Telecom companies, then what would they deal with? And all the other ones, them, where they help support we. I want to send a big thank you to them. And I want to wish them prosperous new year. Because when they prosper, we say they get the benefits of their prosperity. I also want to say thank you to the leadership, especially to the president, for where he recognized me talent and my experience, for making entrust me with the National Revenue Authority, where they call them the heartbeat of the economy in the country.
That's not the Commissioner General of the National Revenue Authority, Geneva Bangura, but they talk na interview with you the now sign say inside this year the authority will pay more attention to our taki for say they able for collect more copper for government. The program Good Morning Salon they continue.
Inside the program, you really listen to it from wherever they get you from. Remember, say you for be part of the program, but I will use the number 077-981-981. Remember again, 077-981-981. Or you can join the conversation on social media platform, Facebook and YouTube. Use the comment section. Use the comment section for our voice to the different things we look at inside the program. Good Morning Salon. The program they continue, and inside the program they continue to look at more issues. We go inside.
Issue. This being said, some video be they go on social media outside some Islamic preacher them be they ask Muslim them not for take food from Christian them during the Christmas celebration. For me them video ya come out so now plenty Muslim and Christian and don't condemn the message and then video ya. For sake of this make the Minister of Social Welfare bring together Islamic and Christian leader them for talk about peace and religious tolerance, and during this engagement some Islamic leader them be apologize to some Salon people for sake of waiting and company Muslim be say. For more on this, let we join Cherno Jallo.
Inside the last 1 week, one issue will not take center stage for public discussion. Now the issue who say some Islamic sheikh them been done at different social media, and they talk about them where plenty people consider for be hate speech and they incite and bring division now the country. For sake of this, the Ministry of Social Welfare don't bring together different religious leaders them for talk about how they will work as one for tap them cantinia, not for be. With the Minister of Social Welfare, Melrose Cummington, they talk to them people also inside this engagement. He tell them say they get part for play for promote the country peace, and he asks them for use the different platforms where they get for make sure say them continue for preach about them we go bring unity in the country.
We are united as a people, and nothing is going to put us apart. no religion, no tribe, no political identity. Nothing is going to separate Sierra Leone, because we go be very unfair to we generation, the children coming up and those yet unborn, if we decide for take that path. When we forefathers, they already don't lay a solid foundation for we, when I don't make, we don't coexist. We make we they married. When they say married day na church, they say Muslim they go there. When they say married day na mosque, me go sit down. I don't go wedding na mosque. I'm a Christian. My deputy is a Muslim.
The minister Melrose Cummington also tell the religious leader also say inside this 21st century, therefore be careful what the kind of message when they send out.
Every imam within now, every pastor within now, they have a large following. Anything you talk as a faith person, you demand that pulpit or wherever, people take it hook, line, and sinker. Yes, they respect you and what you say, which is why, as leaders in with different faith, we have to be careful of what we say, where we say, and when we say. Because of the social media business will depend now, before you cough safe. In fact, AI indoor can make them worse. So we are in for a good rocking. If we not try for sensitize with people, then let them understand.
Since this issue come up to now, the Interreligious Council don't play an important role for calm the situation down. And we see this way both pastor and imam them go bail one pan the people we start all this. And for Reverend Henry Samuels, this talk or any other talk no go bring division at the country.
To Madam Minister, I know I go far. I will just appeal to the poor the Christian mother and sister. As we don't use for do before, for embrace one another.
Correct.
No, not see this as a point of division. But God, me, I will still continue for giving that respect. I will still continue for eating that fried fry.
Correct.
And nobody will tell this out of this. And nobody will tell me, because me as I do that, I grew up in that, and I believe in that. That oneness, that unity, will continue.
Thank you.
This statement now will happen December 4th, 2025, and the entire clip will last for about 25 minutes. But the surprising part now will not just 20 seconds of the video come out, and on Christmas Eve, this makes Sheikh Ibrahim Bari, member a Supreme Islamic Council, believe say people get different intention. We make in call on Muslim and Christian and for work as one and maintain the peace where they between them two religion, and also recall on the tolerance when you say prophet being great to Christian them, and for sake of this and plenty that in them when you say salon they enjoy for sake of religious tolerance, make in say Muslim them will continue for be religious tolerant.
In this country, I know we don't allow like something happen, we will disturb the peace. So on our behalf, the Muslim community, we apologize for anything will happen from the Muslim side, but not to say like a deliberate thing. Well, most of them are not perfect. We get thousands of imams right now. We get thousands of pastors. So sometimes for regulate them, easy. But the most important thing, when something happens like this, we all come together, we solve them, they will move forward. And the other sheikh, inshallah, will get for Kawitam as well.
After the statement here from the two religious leaders, them, Abubakar Kamara, when I want the people and video within social media, where they say something where plenty people don't describe as one way they bring division at the country, being say something to the workman them at the ministry and self the religious leader here. And not been take much time, but be apologize to the people of Salone.
Are they here today for talk to all the protocol observers and the Sierra Leoneans home and abroad? For come clearly tell una say, I'm sorry about the message going viral about me. What I do, so consciously, I want you to forgive me. That will never repeat in this country, and out of this country, I represent the country very well.
After this, the ministry, together with the religious leaders, now they develop policy. They will regulate the affairs of religion business in the country and tap them kind thing here, not for continue for happening. For the Society for Radio Democracy, me, Nachong Nojalo, the report.
program, Good Morning Salon, the continuing inside the program. We continue to look at more issues. We go inside the project manager for Wetland International, Alhaji Maliki Siaka, say part of their plan for 2026 now for kitchen to mangrove restoration and livelihood activity then we will bring that to the environment. It's other things they will help for keep the environment safe. It's obvious to win democracy inside our interview where they talk about some things then. Wetland International plan for the inside 2026 while protect the environment. Well, we talk more to the reporters on your bed inside this interview.
We know the predicting to it very well, but I think some brightness there is a future in 2026 because we want to expand more on the restoration activities. Then we want to go more into livelihood activities. Then we want to go more into policy enabling activities, like so continue to see that the Ramsar activities that will start for the past 2 years is completed or is concluded. This project, as I will tell you, is a 10 years project. We don't start normal last year. So we get 2 years of this project, and while we get these 2 years, so we are looking also, we are trying to put in proposal for another project areas there. And the same thing with even the councils. They can move their staff there. We can invite somebody, you don't come, they are with trainer for maybe in that activity. The next time we ask, they say, hey, we will not get control over the staff, they don't transfer them. So that's the challenge that we get also. But it's good that we keep on training and more people. And some that they stay, some that they move. And so training is going to be continuous.
Okay, so as environment specialist, how you see the environment situation at Salone in the next few years, let's say 2 to 5 years, and whose role will wetland will play for addressing challenge in the future?
I started saying there is hope in the future, although the environment also will be determined by the resources. Right now, a lot of people are going into this area to exploit these resources, particularly their mining activities, so that they exploit the resources. But with these kind of strategies that they don't begin to put in place, what government they put in place, I'm very much optimistic that in the future will be very bright for Sierra Leone in terms of our environmental issues, because we get the plans then in our own area that when they work with the support government, not only for development but also for security policy system. And so I think there's a brighter future ahead.
Well, that's now the project manager for Wetland International, Alhaji Maliki Siaka. Inside our interview with Sonia Bell, they talk about them plan them for 2026. As you say, them plan for getting to the environment and do things them we not go cause danger to the environment for keep the environment safe. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue.
The program Good Morning Salon they continue, and Yusuf can be part of the program by way go send a comment or text message to the number 077981981. As we expect for get the executive director for Citizen Forum for Democratic Accountability, Marcus Bangwa, we can talk about the expectation of citizens waiting and they expect from government. The program Good Morning Salon they continue, and we go look at another issue inside the program. Some people wait up na Tembeton First Bridge don't ask the Salone Road Authority and Freetown City Council for tap people where they burn dirty under the bridge where this then say can affect the health. Then people are talk this since I want interview to Radio Democracy. Also then they talk about the dirty and save the smoke where can come out from the dirty where people can throw away under the First Bridge na Tembeton community. For more on this, make we join Mary Kamara Bangua.
The United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 3 and 6, they talk about the good health and sanitation, where this mean all man forget equal right, where encompass health and sanitation. But you go agree with me say, this not the case for plenty community them na Salone. As part of concern them, but community health and sanitation make some people that wait up na the Tembeton Western area rural urban don raise concern but the way people dey burn dirty na the Tembeton First Bridge as dem say the smoke dey go inside dem host dem and sef pass mark mosquito wey don dey increase malaria to dem pikin dem and sef dem family member dem.
The smoke the morning we own at Tembeton, the smoke the morning we too much smoke we see dem say during the day the light fire na net again wey dey pass body all the smell so smoke smoke wey dey.
We want to for calling Papa government because this situation wey we dey face here so e really serious. The smoke wey dey come na this area dey affect we bad one. Plenty of we no dey able breathe fine, especially the pikin dem sickness like asthma. We no dey sleep fine, we no dey work fine, and we health dey at risk. The smoke don full with us. This is really the money we no dey able manage we say fine.
So the mosquito na very can go na people in place there.
So dirty. The light mosquito coil you no dey work na yasu.
We around the village no you feel fine, no feel comfortable. They mess up, you all kind thing mosquito there.
Then people there continue say the kind of way breeze they blow and the fire flame will cause problem.
And this is very bad because if breeze they blow, that flame the way they go, they cause problem. And the doctor don't can right upside the bone, right up, and no get much for talk, you see. And I can install over the way they don't pick the light fire, they see. And not really easy for we. The mosquito, nothing for talk. And no is problem. Like if they spray, no problem. But they really the stain and that breach area, though they really the stain.
The community bag, we're not going to dirty box. Where they can put for good to dirty. You don't see. To go where dirty box, they not go be. So I'm even as I said, go to way.
We need urgent action problem and stop. We na citizen them there with the big.
For sake of them concern here, where them people they don't raise na the Tembeton First Bridge, make ready democracy be talk to one environmental and sanitation officer na the Freetown City Council, Miriam Tucker, where we don't go clean the Tembeton First Bridge.
As recent as 3 weeks back, we don't go clean that same Tembeton Bridge. Just like how we done they say, I not go there the clean and turn to security again for say the team up here, possible not for card up here. It's not possible for me. And even people for take responsibilities, be it how they call them, people the way they dwell within certain communities there. When you see person they do that kind of stop and say no, not to here for 2 8. We get service providers the way they all over the city. Well, maybe we don't introduce to people then. But people don't want to take responsibility, they don't want to pay them dirty. We see net cam, then go turn and then dirty box.
Megan Tucker end up for say anybody wey dem catch at the Tembeton Bridge dey throw away dirty or dey burn dirty dey, dem will take legal action against the person. For the Society for Radio Democracy, me na Mary Kamara Bangura dey report.
The program Good Morning Salon they continue, and inside the program the time from the studio clock now 7:55. But you self they listen to it from wherever they get it from. Remember say you can able to be part of the program by where you go use the number 077-981-981. The number again 077-981-981. Or self you can go now with Facebook and social media platform and also with YouTube platform and use the comment section for the voice to the program, make your contribution and ask questions on the different things they will look at inside this edition of the program. Now we'll go for break.
We're trendy and youthful. We're UBA. Lucky as small. Now imagine say the day when you born your pikin, you open UBA Kiddies bank account for him, and you begin save just 1,000 millions, no more, or any amount every month done with no pressure, no wahala, just 1,000 no more. Now, let me fast forward and say you pikin don reach 13 years and you don ready for take NPSC exam. Don't you remember say you be don the save na UBA for you pikin in future one bye. Then you go check in UBA Kiddies account. Then boom, over 120,000 millions done the day. With no big, no stress, just peace of mind. You don't empower your pikin, you don't secure in future, and you don't also make a dream come true. All this go happen when you choose UBA for open account for your pikin. With just 250 millions, you go able open UBA Kiddies account today. All what you need for open the Kiddies account na just the pikin in birth certificate, one passport picture, valid ID card, and you, the mama or papa in passport picture or driver's license, and back utility bill from the last 3 months. maintain minimum balance of 250 millions, and enjoy free withdrawal, monthly interest, mobile and online banking with no deposit limit, plus free SMS alert. So what do you wait for? Hurry now and run come open UBA Kiddies account for you pikin and make yourself use them for the save small one. Now UBA Kiddies account get. Because small get today mean bebe gladness tomorrow. UBA, Africa's global bank, one brand partnering for progress.
Union Trust Bank, they are for you. This December, get ready for smooth, fast and reliable money transfer service like never before. Union Trust Bank, we proud for telling us say, now we first begin for the Western Union money transfer service now alone. And now we serve the do MoneyGram, RIA and BNB all under one trusted roof. This is now the Union Trust Bank December Christmas promotion. Yes, December Christmas promotion. From the 1st to the 31st December 2025, for any money where you receive, now we House Street and Sanders Street branch, you stand chance for win plenty fine prizes them and gifts them this holiday season. Gifts them where you can use for family, you party, or loved one. And Seth, when you transfer with Union Trust Bank, you will get excellent rates. Yes, we will give you fine rates. So what do you wait for? This holiday season, choose convenience, choose speed, choose the pioneers. Choose Union Trust Bank money transfer service. UTB, the better bank, where they all sign us alone. Your money is safe and you don't need for worry.
Start SL, they're ready for the 2026 population and housing census. But before they begin, they go do cartographic mapping. Now all the districts them, chiefdom and section, town and village them that's alone. From October 2025, so to 2026. What in a cartographic mapping? Now for map all the hosts them and do one quick host or population count and place them where people then live, so they go able to count everybody correct. What you make them they do them now? This now the plan before the big census. For make sure say all things set. What do you for do? Help the mapper them, show them the host them, and answer small question them of almost people in there. Now one host. Who's kind question them then go ask? They go ask about the building, household, and almost people in there. Now every host. No need for worry. All data whether they collect go be secret. They not go ask you for your name or show you face any side. You go know the mapper them easy one. Then go wear Start SL t-shirts, cap, ID card, and self go get letter of introduction. This time for benefit we all. Good data go help bring school, road, clinic, and other development to we community.
Now the time don't come so we go bring development here for we.
So when you see the mapper them, talk to them. Make we all join on for make Mama Salon better.
Make sure say them continue.
The program, Good Morning Salon, they continue inside this edition of the program. Where they bring Canton at this edition from my name, Jaffa Mans Davis.
And Mina Kaifa to Conte, and inside the program Good Morning Salon, today we talk to the Executive Director for Citizen for Forum for Democratic Accountability, Marcus Bangura. We will talk on key area them where citizens and they expect from political leader and government institution them for this new year. Where with that, I want to welcome his studio guest, Marcus Bangura. Good morning and welcome to the program Good Morning Salon.
Good morning and thank you for having me this morning.
Continue for the between the program. Inside the program, we will look at another issue. The deputy in charge na the King Ama Road Government Hospital, Sister Ramatu Bari, don't encourage Bele Umanem for the go hospital for make sure say they not get complication we go and bug them during labor. Sister Ramatu Bari talk this inside one interview to Radio Democracy for sake of the way how women can get issue where they can go for born. Well, for more on this, make we join with reporter Janet Masakoy.
Want to go, but Bele Uma will body business. Now that one and the antenatal get big role for make sure say all Bele Uma na the country able for go born and not get any medical issue after the process. All this means say they for know waiting for do and thing they waiting for avoid. But this issue antenatal now that Plenty belle woman dem not able the process for go hospital time to time, where this can bring problem, making among them born one. This na the reason we make Radio Democracy go waka na the Kiama Road Satellite Hospital for look inside this issue proper one. I be talk to some belle woman dem, and at this them be get for say.
Whenever they can do me check up, I feel good because I collect for know when and how my baby lay down and my belly and how I can feel my health one. All and if I get any complaints, so I can come complain to the nurses then about my health one, saying that this one and that so and they happen to me. And free medical will they come for not can give money so they can attend to we fine nurses then the doctors
come for check up, and if I get any complaint I can't tell any complaint I get they can't see me. They make medicine there for. And they feel good because they come for check up and they know how my baby they do if they fine or not. Now they pay nothing are free. They feel happy because we don't make them free facility because we put the money into other use now. The way they call me not easy, so glad for the government to do. The hospital are the best, but they really care.
Being a belle woman, and they feel okay. Used to encourage somebody. Seems like for me, I feel like let me go and know how the baby is doing. The hospital is good though, but the belle woman population is big. Where you can go they wait till you tire. Now make it wait to make a no to. Not of I not like this place, so but the stress plenty.
The deputy in charge for the antenatal clinic at the Kiama Road Government Hospital, Sister Ramatu Bayi, continue for talk on the challenge where they as nurse they face with the belle woman dem.
Department. Well, with challenges in Boko, like I said earlier on, if we don't give dates to these pregnant women, we don't tell you say, now so tell you for come, then you not give for come. Something happen. At the end of the day, tend for blame we shall call them save now then get the blame. They know they come. Some we can get some pregnant women, then they come, then they join here, then they join at different hospitals then. Way not good for them. Because all the hospitals, all the government hospitals there, now the same services we they give them. Once the government hospital, now the same services they we they give them. But some of them they go join here, they go join here, they go join here. We very wrong. So we can try for advising for let them stick in one government hospital. But some of them no can still do it. But we not get nothing for them. And if it affects you because then that as the work in they collect. It will be said they count and they can't count and so it can be wrong at times because they don't continue to be, they can't continue to do a they can't continue to back. So it's not really good for we and not good for themselves. Application most of the time, the one they way they can at least if they can't lose their lives, not a year. Most of them don't join clinic. It can be that they refer cases then where they don't deal with another different hospitals then. Where something complications don't arise by the time that they can now, but I don't pass Gary. So no way they can try. We all can try, but it's not easy. So now I mean most of the time things that can happen.
Sister Ramatu Bayi end up for encourage all belle women na the country for go the kind of clinic for make they not get any complication when they ready for born. They not for go the wait anytime when they get any issue. Therefore they can complain at hospital as this go help them when they ready for born. For the Society for Radio Democracy, me and Janet Massakoy, the report.
The program Good Morning Salon they continue and members say self can be part of the program by way go send a comment or text message to the number 077981981 or self you go now Radio Democracy Facebook page. As today inside the program we go talk to the executive director for Citizens Forum for Democratic Accountability, Marcus Bangura. We will talk on key area the way citizens and they expect from political leader and government institution for this new year. Well, as I've been doing to this studio guest earlier, a Citizen Forum for Democratic Accountability, now a civil society group where don't they empower citizens them for demand transparency, challenge corruption, all government official accountable for better governance and service delivery. Where with that brief and through public engagement and community sensitization. Where with that brief background you don't give. I want to welcome you again at the program. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Morning. I want to say thank you again.
Okay.
We invite me this morning.
So as we look at key area where citizens dey expect from political leader and government institution them for this year, as we don't enter the year 2026, what the citizens dey expect from political leader them?
Thank you very much. When I received a call yesterday for discuss on this topic, I said that it's civic responsibility, and my organization focus on civic education. So as a result of that, I decide to accept the honor. I look at them, I reflect, then I decide for give them a title. The title we I will discuss on now reflecting on Sierra Leone, the nation we are and the nation we want. So looking at political leadership, looking at waiting the citizens them actually they expect from government or from we politicians or waiting they want this 2026. Now I put together on this title we are called Reflecting on Sierra Leone, the nation we are and the nation we want. Building Sierra Leone as a nation now a collective responsibility. The onus not based on one side. That is to say, not exclusively based on government. We all, as Sierra Leoneans, then need for put all hands on deck for realize the future and for make the present comfortable for we in the country. Like you say, one hand cannot build a house, meaning that we need collective hands together for succeed. Sierra Leone, as a country, we all know, is blessed with a lot of resources, from natural resources to human resilience. And in that view, Sierra Leone has been caught in a web in a situation that we're not able for actually push forward, despite the fact that we get all the NTSO. But I will focus on waiting Salone wants, not merely pushing blames or casting aspersions on anyone. Collectively, I would say the blame rests upon all of we, whether you be on the government or you know the government, or whether the government na APC or na SLPP, or whether na a John Takreshi or whatever. The blame is rests upon we all. So I identify specific things that we actually say we want na Salone as a country. One, the Sierra Leone we want in development. We get for focus on development. We don't for take development as a slogan. We for take them as reality, a live reality, not merely a slogan. We don't for take development as a demonstration or an exhibition for showcase certain things. We don't want development wherein we get buildings, or we say we put on roads, or we say we get electricity. We want a development, or the development must be measured, not again by speeches, right? But how the ordinary people they feel, how the ordinary people they live. We want a development of clean and affordable water. We want a development of reliable electricity. We want a development of good roads. We want a development of quality education. We want a development of functional institutions. We want a development wherein clean water, they reach the village, and not for just centralized na Freetown. So these, when we talk in terms of development, now there are areas also we need for focus. We need reliable electricity. That is development. Okay. We need, affordable, reliable and affordable electricity. We need clean water. We get certain countries, for example, the Gambia, they drink water from pump. We know they drink water from we tap. So as a result of that, you don't go believe, say, we spend plenty money per water business. We only buy water, I want to believe. Because not all man believe we pump with the run.
Okay, so Marcus, we can look at the issues then they one on one. So now Mark take you back. How you go describe the year 2025 we just done?
Although we focus, I don't want to discuss so much about the past because the past is full of decay. We present generation has failed. And as a result of that, I make I say I don't want cast aspersions. I want make we look at Sierra Leone as a country, how we want them for make it be, other than the past. But since history say you cannot determine the future if you don't reflect the past, I would say 2025 been very peaceful in whatever circumstances. 2025 is very peaceful. But peace, you know they measure peace in the absence of war. We dey measure peace in the presence of certain developments in the country. Not merely because the guns are silent. Not merely because violence no dey. Not merely because demonstration no dey. We dey measure peace by the presence of accountability, the presence of justice, the presence of affordable goods and services with a measure development or peace in that perspective. So looking at 2025, looking at the 7 years back, this particular period, I get the strongest conviction, I stand to be corrected, but I can challenge that. Now one of Sierra Leone's most peaceful term in terms of demonstration, in terms of the absence of war, the guns, right? But when you look at the situation, we are in the provision of socio-economic services, and the affordability of these things was very challenging.
Marcus, in light of what you don't make mention of, and the past description where you make inside your previous statements, where you talk about how the past of 2025 full of decay, and also the challenges of some other issues that we don't mention. But is it a case of the right approach not being used by governance representative them, or an issue of not putting the country first?
When we talk about the country having reflected the past, we don't also look at the present situation. Certain times, certain things can happen naturally. You understand? The circumstances of the time can force issues for make certain things happen. The government, to its own level, or to some extent, they don't try their own way, right? Then again, you get to look at the naturalness. Certain things happen. After a lot of issues in the past, protests, demonstration, issues, it can reach a particular point, sometimes you self go just say, make her relax. But that not mean say the issues have been addressed. The issues will lead to the crisis, then they not mean say they were addressed. You understand? To some level, they were addressed. But to a very large extent, they were not addressed. But still, we're able to forget a kind of tranquility. Now, another aspect where among the things that we put together, I talk about Sierra Leone. We want in economic justice and improved cost of living, where they in tandem with the question we ask, the economic justice, right? You look at the whole situation of the country. We believe say hard work by individuals pays, right? For make situation calm down. You look at wages or the salaries of workers. It really improve. If it improve, is it in conformity with the cost of living? These are the big questions we for the ask. The cost of living, right? Because we want a situation wherein wages for be livable. We are in families, right? With the little wage where you get or salary where you get, you for able to take care of your family. Has that been happening? These are big questions we for the ask. We want a situation. Is families are not suffering? Yes. We get families the way they go through hell. As I mentioned, say a nation cannot be at peace when the majority they struggle for feed themselves. You understand? And we are struggling to feed ourselves, which is very, very challenging, right? So we say that we look at an aspect under Sierra Leone. We want turning our natural resources to national blessing. You know, Sierra Leone is endowed with a lot of natural resources. But to what extent have we benefited from it? You ask yourself the question. Say, their natural resources here don't help for shape the country. Yes, to some extent, they help for shape the country. Because Sierra Leone, for generations, we lived or we don't survive based on these resources. Right? Then also, the resources themselves, people are saying that a cost. To me, it's not merely a cost, but mismanagement. You understand? We don't suffer a lot. We get the resources, but mismanagement. And when we talk about mismanagement, let me say, I can't identify a particular set of people, but Sierra Leoneans in general, all governments involved, they all don't contribute towards the misuse of we resources. When a mismanagement, we get them, but we get a lot of mismanagement issues. The Sierra Leone we want in natural resources and wealth, I think I've explained that. We also look at the Sierra Leone we want in youth empowerment and education with purpose. We want a Sierra Leone with youth empowerment, not youth disempowerment, but wherein the young people of Sierra Leone are trained, not tainted, are skilled and not killed with drugs and other things. We want a Sierra Leone wherein education by the youth, not for just be a mere certificate, but it for be a kind of discipline.
If I for come inside
yes.
now, so most of all of the statements the way you don't make, they talk about how governance in some ways don't make some progress in the development of different issues them. But then the question we ordinary citizen go ask is the good way they don't do, is it good enough, or whether they put the country nationalistic perspective when they put in some of their ideas there?
Sierra Leone is not a paradise. We begs the question, say, though governments don't do developments, some development, you can't deny them, say they don't do any development, but Sierra Leone is not a paradise. We are caught in the web. I talk about the suffering of families. I talk about the cost of living. I talk about salaries, right, or the wages of Sierra Leoneans. Look now, you put all that together, Sierra Leone, we still caught in the web. We don't get nothing for boast about. It did not start today. It has been there from independence to this particular period. Now make us say, I need to cast aspersions on certain individuals. All we want, me understanding for CAM, now how would they put modalities in place for the development of Sierra Leone, and what do we want? What do the citizens they want? You understand? Now Sierra Leone. Come 2026, as we did so in 2026 now, what do they expect, or what do the citizens expect from governments? Yeah.
For still to be inside the program. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue inside the program now, and at time follow, we'll take break.
see how we last camp on this farming business. Now, in no more they make profits. It's all like na debully gets where they work for.
But blopa you comping. But that's not fine pan business.
But that's for waiting. I don't know why we don't take on this business, no they get better. And we just come, they shine like a holy.
That's go. If they do well thing, but you not feel say.
Me sister them. Not so debully I get so that the way I dey manage me profit after I don't sell me farm market. Now make una they see me I dey shine by this farm business so.
Boss here, you get this fine secret, you not tell we you sister them.
Now I dey try for tell una so. Where I don't sell me farm thing them. I know they spend like how una they spend. Look you musu. Now new ladies bag you come out buy so. You dey trust for buy any new clothes we come out. All time una they spend pass how una they make them. Me now I dey save. I dey cut me cut according to me size. For LP Pandis, now make local commercial bank with in partner them. They don't start this financial and digital literacy campaign for farming community them, where they help you for manage your budget, learn you how for trust, and plenty other awareness there. We go make your business grow more and more. Save today for you tomorrow and buy.
This message they come out from Local Commercial Bank and UNCDF in partnership with Government of Sierra Leone with funding from European Union.
The program, Good Morning Salon, they continue. Inside the program, we still get the Executive Director for Citizen Forum for Democratic Accountability, where today, don't they tell we waiting citizens for expect from the governance infrastructure on different issues them inside the year 2026. We deal with Marcus Bangoa inside the program, and Marcus, you begin to talk about some of the issues them and the approach to governance and the way how they do their work. But again, outside all of this, you get key government agenda them way that they pay attention to. In the first term of this current administration, it was education where they put strength on. Now you get human capital development and the feed salon. All of this, the citizens them still not get trust say with 2 years to go now. Then go give the desired result. What do you think say for the new move now for bring the belief inside 2026 from citizens to governance work?
The Sierra Leone we want now a Sierra Leone way education is considered very important. This government, we can't take it away from them, because the president use education as a flagship, right? Talk about free quality education, talk about human development, and a lot more of things there. Now, looking at the country as it is, despite the fact that we get them as already in existence, as you say, the question of trust. We, as citizens, we really get trust in this. Government, to a very large extent, don't do their level best. That's on the side of the president. In terms of the initiative itself is good. But when we talk about institutions, not merely education, all aspects of Sierra Leone. Now, for make things workable effectively as desired, as me to talk about the Sierra Leone we want, looking at the education aspect, I've been a teacher and I teach for a good number of years, I lecture as well, and somebody we also have a student, you understand, and still a student. You look at the education aspects, we go first to the primary level, or make us say the basic education side. Government try for increase the number of Pekineg for go school. We all know say the number not been too large, and a lot of families not been too care about having their children go to school. But this government make a policy wherein we see a lot of people going to school now in terms of respect of children. But when you look at the school system, you look at what we want as Sierra Leone, a lot of things lacking. Because you look at, for example, the quality of education, a questionable. Are the teachers happy? Is another question. Whether the teachers them will get the means for cascade, the free quality education. Are they happy? I want for categorically and unequivocally say they are not happy because of the salary where they receive. And not merely the salary, or let me put it this other way, say the salary not they in tune to the cost of living. So as a result of that, most times the quality is not given. You look at the other provisions then we actually for make the free quality education work. It's also very questionable, because if you go to, let's say after exams, with common entrance scheme don't come out, or exams don't come out, in the final say that they pay more. They pay more, which are part of corruption. We undermine good governance principles. So as a result of that, that's questionable. But you can't say the government has not pushed. They don't push, but they're not able for lock the loopholes them. Usai things like corruption, they take place. Usai, in fact, the quality not there until government put that in place. So we expect in 2026, say, government will redouble their efforts. Because you look at the situation where government gets a particular percent, right, where then they get, where they take from we national coffers. Is it 25%? I stand to be corrected, right? You look at that amount where they use for free quality education. It's like we don't get development, because from day one it was 25%. And if not 25%, but there was a particular percent, a little increment was made. But at the same money, then they use for do a lot of other things then. Now, I tell you categorically, say, we get certain schools, we get schools where, you know, say government can pay subvention. This year in particular, from sources, government not pay subvention. But you know, say, there is always a budget. Where the budget, they say, this particular amount of money, they go for this. But you get schools, how you go run a school with subvention already? You understand? So you get some subvention even from last year, where they not pay. Okay. This year don't go. Not to second time where they can go so. You understand? Nothing has been paid. So that's they undermine the free quality education. So government get for double their efforts, so that waiting they come up with, we're very positive. Not going to become liquidated. Not going to become a laughing stock tomorrow. Okay. So that's very, very important.
Okay, so Lord, away from the education, Lord, look at in the area of lights, where government say they're able to get 35 to 36% of national access. So you see, say that data they reflect to waiting the people and the experience.
Government say 36% national accessibility.
Yes.
And accessibility is different from reliability. You understand? You get access, but the two you get access to not reliable. That's make it questionable. You get me point? When I say accessibility, it means government don't go to areas where lights not been there. They don't put some amount of infrastructure, electricity for the people and get light. But how effective is light? I'll tell you, say the Sierra Leone way we want. That is Sierra Leone way electricity for be reliable. We don't know on this issue for some time, for quite too long, and there is no reliability. We want a situation wherein we get effective, efficient, and reliable electricity, not only for make electricity touch an area, right? If government say 36%, I'm not going to question it, because it's about accessibility. But for able to distinguish or understand what's that accessibility in electricity, and what you Sierra Leone has to look forward to, now reliability. Is electricity reliable? A lot of finances has been poured in our electricity.
Marcus, but with that data, you think say the current administration for continue for rely on data for rule with nation inside this year, or focus on things that will go make the people believe in the activities, the policy.
You don't say 36% not to pass. You understand? But the efforts in terms of government, right? They don't make efforts. Before the percent not be 36% in terms of accessibility. Don't push them to 36%. But accessibility to me makes no sense, but rather a slogan and demonstration other than reality. You can't just say 98.1 not be get lights. We don't count lights, we don't do connection. Yes, lights don't come. There is connection, but we dey get the lights. Is it light they come daily for make her effective, for make that mommy able for sell in Kolwata and make profit, for make that guy they charge in phones and make profit, for make things that not become so expensive. These are the questions. The Sierra Leone what we want, that is Sierra Leone where we need affordable and reliable electricity. If we not get them, then we not arrive it. We not reach it, which we're supposed to reach. So as a result of that, 2026, we expect, say, electricity will be reliable. A lot of effort has been put to it. A lot of finances has been put into it. We don't get donor funding. Yes, accessibility there to some area, but even the accessibility is 36%. And the reliability, I don't know why they don't mention reliability. I think we get for work on the aspects of reliability.
Okay,
so
so
they tell
what
about 36%
make government go do for say people go begin get reliability in terms of electricity when one pan in basic need of citizens then?
As you put them, like a basic need. And I make an opening paragraph when I talk about the Sierra Leone we need, I talk about in development. And when I talk about development, I mention a lot of things then. I mentioned, say, we don't want development, electricity and development, but we don't want a development to be based on slogan. We don't want development to be based on demonstration. We want a development where it will be measured by reliable electricity. We want development where it will be measured by clean water. We talk so much about electricity, we left out the aspect of clean water, pipe-borne water. You know, we're very, very important, right? We want a development we get for based on good roads. We get for based on schools. We get for based on institutions at work. Institutions for day at work, right? So looking at this whole stuff, then in terms of the reliability, which I feel say we need, government for doubly redouble in efforts. We get EDSA, then they collect money. You understand? This is prepaid. Gone are the days when I postpaid. Before now, after we don't burn, now we pay electricity. Now we pay before. You understand? So as a result, that resources must be used. Then another aspect for reliable electricity, cosmetic, like the car power ship, they bleed the nation dry. You understand? The car power ship, they bleed the nation dry. In the sense that we they pay huge amounts of money to them. And we don't owe them a lot. One day, or for a moment, they can just change their mind and decide for close. And we don't suffer that plenty time. So if we want reliability, we'll not for rely on the car power ship. Almost large percentage of electricity comes from it. So the infrastructures are not there. Everything is old. We the talk say that this we're supposed to do, but we are not doing it. You understand?
Okay.
So there is a problem in that aspect.
Okay, continue for the between the program. In name na Marcus Bangoa, in the executive director for Citizens Forum for Democratic Accountability. As today, they also for talk on key area there where citizens and they expect from political leader and government institution for this new year. The program Good Morning Salon they continue, and inside the program we go look at one power headline story there. We go say the President Julius Maada Bio say inside 2026 and government could be transparent and accountable on how then they use public couple. President Julius Malabio talk this for Seka New Year message when be they give to Salon people. Also, the president's been talk about in government in plan for 2026 and self-talk about how in government ready for implement the thing them when they promise Salon people inside 2026. You know, Kabia gets when gonna report.
Every year, the president can give a New Year message to the nation. Inside this message, the president can talk to the people about the plan where in government gets for the new year and how they go implement the promise them where they make to Salon people. This year, President Julius Malabio don't give a New Year message to the people. And inside this message, the president will talk about the responsibility of in government for the new year and the step and plan them where they don't take for make sure say they fulfill the promise them where they be make to Salon people. Inside this message, the president be focused for in big 5 game changer them when are the main development priority of in government. Inside this, the president will put more efforts per in Feed Salon program where aim for improve food security, reduce hunger, and give strength to agricultural access na the country. Inside a New Year message, President Julius Malabio be first wish all Salon people happy New Year and call on them for enter the New Year with hope, unity, and commitment to national development.
Fellow Sierra Leoneans, I wish you a peaceful and purposeful new year, wherever you may be, at home or abroad. I thank the Almighty God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for granting us life and bringing us to the beginning of this new year. For many families, 2026 has begun with concern, but also with hope that things will continue to improve. I want to thank every Sierra Leonean for your patience, resilience, and sense of responsibility over the years. Your endurance has mattered. It has helped keep our country steady during difficult times. As we enter 2026, I speak to you with a strong sense of duty and with confidence in the direction our country is moving. This is not a year for easy words or quick assurances. It is a year that requires steady leadership, careful decisions, and a shared effort from all of us. I am encouraged that we begin this year more stable than before, clearer about our challenges, and more realistic about the choices we must make.
The president been talk about waiting Salon people for expect from in government inside this year, more especially the area of development, service delivery, and deliver on the promise them where in governments don't make.
I am encouraged that we begin this year more stable than before, clearer about our challenges, and more realistic about the choices we must make. The task before our government is not to promise more, but to ensure that what we do delivers results that people can recognize in their daily lives. As president, I'm clear about what we should expect from your government. Honesty about our challenges, careful use of public resources, respect for the law and institutions that serve the national interest. I feel the weight of this responsibility every day because the decisions we take affect families, jobs, and the future of our children. But national progress does not depend on the government alone. It also depends on how we behave as citizens, how public servants do their work, how businesses operate, how communities resolve problems, and how we treat one another, especially in difficult times.
President Biobi talk on the importance of the Feed Salon program and other priority area them for 2026.
Fellow Sierra Leoneans, food security remains our top priority under the Big 5 game changers. Our Feed Salon program is built on a simple truth. A country that cannot feed itself remains vulnerable. In 2026, we will continue to grow more of our own food and improve how it moves from farms to markets. We will support farmers with better inputs, equipment, storage, and transportation. These efforts protect families from high food prices and give farmers confidence to plan for the future. We are also opening opportunities for young people in agriculture and agribusiness. Modern farming requires skills, organization, and commitment. When agriculture works, it creates jobs, supports rural families, and strengthens the entire economy.
In same way, so been carry on for explain on how in government ready for supports farmer them across the country inside this year.
In 2026, we will continue to grow more of our own food and improve how it moves from farms to markets. We will support farmers with better inputs, equipment, storage, and transportation. These efforts protect families from high food prices and give farmers confidence to plan for the future. Food security remains our top priority under the Big Five game changers. Our Feed Salome program is built on a simple truth. A country that cannot feed itself remains vulnerable.
The economy, now one area where the president say in government go pay more attention to. As he say, then go continue for work for economic stability, job creation, and improve the living condition of all Salone people.
With respect to our economy, we will manage public finances carefully. We will live within our means, focus on what matters most, and use public funds openly and responsibly. We will avoid quick fixes that bring short-term relief but creates deeper problems later. Some decisions will be painful in the present, but they are taken to protect our children's future, prevent recurring crises, and ensure that we do not trade tomorrow for temporary comfort today. Turning back from progress we have made as a nation would only slow recovery and make life harder. In this new year, economic improvements must be felt in everyday life. Families should be able to plan better. Businesses should be able to invest more. Farmers should have confidence that their hard work will pay off. At the same time, we continue to support those who are struggling most in a fair and targeted way without weakening the country's recovery.
President Julius Maada Bio be end the New Year message by way how we encourage all Salone people for work together, support national program for radio democracy. Yeno Kabia the reports.
The program, Good Morning Salone, they continue. Inside the program now, we continue for look at more issues. We go outside the program manager for the expanded program on immunization at the Ministry of Health, Dr. Desmond Maada Kangbai, say inside 2026 they begin give hepatitis vaccine to newborn baby them as way for tap hepatitis sick in the country. Dr. Desmond Maada Kangbai talk this in our interview to Radio Democracy, where he talk about them plan them for the year 2026. He talk more about this to reporter Karifatu Conte inside this interview.
That's not really a good point, because now that make we don't just conduct, we micro planning. We don't do a well detailed micro planning across the country. From what we understand, who side then are the hard to reach areas, them who side most speaking and they will not take vaccine, or we don't take vaccine, they not complete them vaccine. Who side are the riverine communities, the mountainous communities, who side most of this and the nomadic communities, we don't identify all of them, so that and we go do targeted vaccination campaign, because so there's a lot of funding challenges now, but we want to maintain the coverages, so we don't identify all these difficult for reach areas them, so that we'll be able to do a special interventions. Also again, we don't invest a lot of cold chain equipment. We don't buy a lot of cold chain equipment. We don't supply now these areas them where then are the hard to reach, so that they all will get capacity, because most of the challenge we are they not be get outside for store the vaccine. So we don't move now from 54% to 92% in terms of capacity where facilities there. And recently we don't buy more cold chain equipment. They don't just arrive. So by the time we distribute at all facilities, then we turn Sierra Leone will get a functional coaching. And also we don't procure a lot of motorbikes for able make the head facility staff they able to do outreach to do hard to reach challenges, and we also support them with fear on a quarterly for make them go to those hard to reach areas for make them do a lot of vaccination.
Okay, so now look at the challenges the way EPI gets for make sure say picking them and save other people and save get vaccine at the country.
Well, and the challenges we get and you know, they say even though the government they contribute and good amount of money, Gavi they contribute, partners there, but there's still a financial gap when we need more resources for even maintain the cold chain infrastructure, because forget solar freezers the way they run 24 hours, the vaccines therefore be kept under refrigeration. In fact, there are certain vaccines therefore be kept at minus 80 degrees. Some that negative minus 15 degrees, negative temperature. So forget all of this running means we need a lot of sustainability in terms of electricity, in terms of the solar freezers. So we need resources even for routine maintenance of these freezers when we get in gap. And of course, the programmatic side in terms of programmatic interventions also we need gap when we need financial resources. So really waiting EPI need, because the technical resource we get and we get people that we really good, we really understand the job, but sometimes we get financial gap when we need more for do a lot of other things, then for even procure more motorbikes, more cold chain equipment. In fact, spare part now one of the side also will get a huge gap, because we need for buy spare part. As much as we buy the new equipment there, we always need for get spare part, so that when there are issues, the head facility staff will really maintenance this. And also, of course, at the head facility level, even though we get the technical staff, but the required number of personnel, they also now they will get a challenge, because you know at the head facility side you see one staff they do a lot of roles, and because of the number of staff they also make delays in terms of actually delivering the intervention. And sometimes also there are also misinformations around vaccines now the community, the area where in the traditional beliefs of people waiting their beliefs not to all man believe, even though hesitancy very minimal, but there are cases where we see hesitancy where we go for continuously they sensitize and mobilize people then for make them intake vaccine.
2025 don't come to an end. No look at on a key priority system for the coming year 2026.
Well, and we key priority, one of the most we'll get now is for maintain the good coverages they already will don't get, because they administer up to 15 antigens apart from the outbreak antigen, inclusive of the outbreak antigen like the Mpox, COVID, but they administer 15 in total. So with that, we want to maintain the coverages, because we don't get them with very good coverages. And we don't see a reduction in outbreaks. We see a reduction in infant mortality. So we need for really maintain the cold chain and maintain the vaccines, then the coverages then, so that the coverages they're not good, because not good. Right, you don't begin to get 95%, you begin to go 90, they fall down. Now that will not, but we want for increase on the vaccines. And also again, secondly, we want for ensure say timely vaccination. Even though they give vaccine to a lot of parents, but parents they also they bring their picking them late for vaccines. Where they don't give them, they know they can that day. And also for 2026, we want for expand our cold chain infrastructure. Even at the district level, like the 5 districts that we don't do construction, one for say how they expand to the other district, so that they will get capacity for store the vaccines, the huge number of vaccines there, so that there will be no stock out of vaccine. And for 2026, we want to introduce the hepatitis vaccine, because we don't see the prevalence of and even the incidence of hepatitis with the more cases then the prevalence people then they die with the disease. So we don't see say even though they give the penta vaccines we get hepatitis, but we need for the keep picking the hepatitis vaccine where them born, because it will help for more eliminate and reduce on hepatitis infection, especially the mother to child transmission of hepatitis. So then one of the top most priority for our date, so we vaccine them by Q2 2026, so that we will also reduce the hepatitis in the country, and at certain point we will also talk about eliminating hepatitis in Sierra Leone.
Okay, so I want to plan for getting to routine immunization inside 2026.
Well, of course, and we already get very good structures when it comes to immunization as Australia, and we already get those routine structures. So those routine structures then, now they will just want for really build on those routine structures through one, and like we say, improve on outreach services, so that the infrastructure they for me then they go to the last mile through the micro planning, we don't identify how them what they do, and we provide the resources for me then they do then routine outreach, expand on cold chain infrastructure, so that all facilities then go able to store their own vaccine. Because if facilities are not able to store their own vaccine, they will get stock out, or the vaccine then go spoil, and they not go give vaccine that were very efficient to the client. So we also want for maintain and expand on the vaccine, and we continue for work with partners and Gavi, UNICEF, WHO, and of course and we the government of Sudan for more see how we will get more resources internally, externally, and with one way innovative approach also we don't do now. We don't be the begin the approach the private partnership, the mining companies, the mobile company for see how then say we will support immunization and primary health care service in the country. We don't see the willingness, we don't begin get meetings, and I believe say 2026 we get for continue with that a lot.
Well, that's the program manager for the expanded program on immunization at the Ministry of Health, Dr. Desmond Madakangbai, inside the interview with Kaifatu Conte as they talk about them plan for 2026, where he say then go begin give hepatitis vaccine to newborn baby them as way for tap the hepatitis sick in the country. The program Good Morning Salon they continue. Fambo will still get Marcus Bangoa, when the executive director for Citizen Forum for Democratic Accountability. I come to you again, Marcus, before we can look at message them. We'll all look at the issues of water, economy, and other one them, and how much citizens they demand for improvement inside the year 2026. But with challenges within the governance, like when minister then still they go late for go work, and other issues where get for do with management of government, where government they manage the public institution, then we still get questioned. How or what's kind of reassurance where citizens then go get say, even if they want for change their approach or they want for change the way they do things, then we'll able for see the development in some of the areas that we don't talk about today.
Yeah, I'm not going to forget assurance, but I would rather talk about waiting the citizens that desire, right? Which they go out for see happen in 2026. Will not happen in 2025 or other years. If it happens itself, but they've been very, very slow. They in line with one of the principles that were put in place was a good governance and the fight against corruption. Right? You talk about ministers, they go work late, right? You talk about the question of governance and all that. I want to say governance is the foundation of national progress. Right? The foundation of national progress is governance. With governance, we for able for make sure say we do waiting right, waiting correct, in line with the president. Even in speech we talk about this time, then we try for show transparency and accountability. We are one of the pillars of good governance or principles of good governance, right? Where you not take your work effective, that I make before I talk about institutions, workable institutions, right? And also there is the issue of service to the nation, right? He said the Sierra Leone what we want is one where the office is public office is service. Public office for being service. If they appoint you in a public office, you get the responsibility for make sure say you serve. You understand? You for serve. Also, we not for take public service for be an area of investment or an area shortcut for make wealth. We not for take the public service in that perspective, but rather we for take the public service for be an area where we're able to create, some amount of development, right? When I say development, even for be effective and efficient for go work, that aspect of development. We don't want a situation wherein ministers now, as you say, know they work effectively. We don't want a situation where in public funds, we want a situation, where in public funds are protected. The president used that exact word there. You understand, eh? Public funds need to be protected, right? Then also institutions for be respected and institutions for be independent. You understand? If institutions are not independent and if they are not respected, the problem, then leadership must be guided, right, by integrity and competence, right? It will be guided by competence, by a good leadership, among others. So these are the aspects where I feel say we for able for look at, we for able for address proper one.
Okay. So in 2026 just starts and President B.O.B. mentioned in Big 5 game changer them inside the year 2023. So you think saying able to achieve then 5 game changer before in time done inside 2028?
Just like we are talking about assurance right now, I'm not part of government in the sense that not we the design issues them, but I will use a yardstick for measure. You understand? Of course, now the president in manifesto in 2023, right, where they talk about the big 5 changes, very big deal. We mean say with their principles then they, if they're able to work on them, Sierra Leone will become a paradise, and that is Sierra Leone we want. We want a Sierra Leone wherein we forget food security. The president talked about that. Now that we want, you understand? Food security, wherein at least we're able to feed ourselves. Wherein, but all the aspects of not merely agriculture, it gets all the basic side then. Pay person fine, you understand? Then it can able to feed itself, right? Because you get the aspect of agriculture when one of the major side, but it is not new. The president in the first term, you understand, not with the name, but they be talk say every minister forgets a farm. You understand? That was a policy where some of we describe as demonstration farm, because a lot of people come up, they say they get farms. We're able to see them aspect in there. So looking at the issue of corruption again, you understand, we're very, very important. We for reject in 2026 corruption. You understand? That's all for reject. And the president talk and say that they will try for be transparent, they will protect with resources, you understand? And they forget right decision making this time around. So as a result of that, that's very, very important to them. But when corruption thrives, hospital they function, schools they become decay, it is effective, electricity go be poor, water they reach the bandwidth is supposed for meet. So as a result of that, these are governance areas, now governance aspect. Until government redouble in effort, we've gone at the days of speeches and resolutions, more speeches, understand? But we want to see practicality. We want to see things done, you understand? Real life. We want to see them in real life, you understand? So that at least we'll go able to feed ourselves. You look at the aspect of human development, you understand? We also get an aspect we are look at in terms of education, youth empowerment, and education with purpose. We forget education with purpose. We young people, right? We don't only talk about the future. Most times we talk, we say our young people are not just the future. We don't talk say the youth that we feature, something like that, but like the present as well. Okay. If you don't empower them in the present, the future cannot be good. So it's not just talking about the youth about the future. It is the youth at the present. What if you do at the present for make the youth they're able to build the future? If you don't do that one and day, you understand, that's a serious problem. We all know the crisis that the country with Kush and a lot more of other things there. So education for go beyond certificate. Education get for deal with discipline. You understand? You get for deal with values, right? You get for deal with families, for imbibe values in the beginning. All that the aspects of education. Not merely you go from a college, you get certificates. If we go beyond that, if the discipline is lacking, if the unprofessionalism is lacking, you get various institutions, you get the police, you understand? We expect them to be professional, right? We get a lot more of other areas we look at. Even when we look at this, we get the aspect, for example, democracy. The Sierra Leone we want in democracy. The Sierra Leone we want in good governance. Whose Sierra Leone we need in democracy? Democracy they beyond elections. Democracy is not only limited in elections, right? It is beyond election. And when it is beyond election, we for create a room wherein we voice for the heard, we vote for the counted. All these things put together, if we're able to put them together proper, then we go get a better Sierra Leone.
Okay, so it will be message to political leaders and government institutions for make people get access and reliable to basic needs them with them.
Basic needs very important. As you begin go school, you go SS1, you study government. One of the things we need to teach about the need or the functions of government. And that's the basic social amenities. Until we're able to resolve that, right? Feed salon, now part of it, you understand? Now we actualize them. We talk about electricity, not accessibility only, but reliability. Clean water, you understand? Pipe-borne water. You get countries there where now pipe-borne water in the drink in West Africa, we neighbors, you understand? Especially like the Gambia, right? But only today they happen at the country. So I want to wish all Sierra Leoneans a happy new year. make we turn a new page. Okay. The president in his speech also mentioned that we for turn a new page. We for make sure say we get a very important set of people in, right? And then people are there for change and able for help the country. You understand? Eh? That is men in quotes. We'll talk about coups, talk about military coups before. Now where should German and go? Now like radio stations, go take over radio stations, ride armor car, do a lot of things. Not to that. Now we get people there where they overthrow the system. When they inside government, they overthrow the system. You understand? That is men in quotes. In all aspects of life. Until them man and they change. They go in a small room, decide the fate of the country. They come, they do publication, they do a lot of things then, where they dictate the pace of the country. These men in quotes, now man the way they undermine democracy, they undermine development of a nation until we reach that particular point state. But at this particular discussion, I've been get for Gabi title, National Reflection. The Sierra Leone we want. Right? This Sierra Leone we are, and the Sierra Leone we want. Let them look forward for me article on this.
Okay.
Based on Una we call me.
Okay, plenty thank you. We're joining at the program. My name na Marcus Bangoa, and I'm the Executive Director for Citizens Forum for Democratic Accountability. As we also today for talk on key area the way citizens and they expect from political leader and government institution and for this new year. Plenty thank you. We're joining at the program. Well, I had this edition of the program. Good morning, Salongo left you. Plenty thank you to producer Michael Sambola with support from Kabia and Mary Kamara Bango. I'll make you watch you live now Facebook with Fatmata Samora and DJ Keman for in technical support. We'll present this edition of the program. Good morning, Salon. My name is Karifatu Conte.
And me, Najafar Davis. They say Assalamu alaikum.